Hi everyone, this is Megan and I want to welcome you to our homestead.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Rocking Sea Homestead. I'm Marcy, this is my daughter Megan. We bought our homestead about 3 years ago and we were really excited that it had lots of space, a big property, and also quite a few different animal structures already built onto the site.
Yes, and one of my favorite things about these structures is that we could hold chickens in them, and that was my biggest request when we moved out here, is that we could get chickens. So I was extra excited that we had all these awesome structures out here for them.
So we've been raising chickens now for about 2 years. We're not experts necessarily, but we have learned a lot. And one of the things that we've done is that we have raised chickens and or hens in pretty much all of the main ways. So we have a little bit of information to share with you on all of those things, and a little bit about building their structures, feeding, caring, and taking care of medical issues. So in our new series, How to Get Started with Chickens, we'll cover all of those things. Today though, we're gonna take you back to the very beginning, and that's how to pick what kind of chicken you want. So that's where we're gonna take you today.
Let's talk about fertilized eggs first. There are many sources for finding fertilized eggs locally and online. If you know someone who has chickens, they might be able to provide fertilized eggs. Or you can check a variety of online sources or your local county extension office.
Some of the cons of getting fertilized eggs include the fact that you have no idea if you're getting hens or roosters. Speaking from personal experience, the last batch of eggs we hatched ultimately included only 1 hen and 6 roosters. Another con is that you won't have any egg producers for about 5 to 6 months. The expense of hatching your own eggs should also be a consideration and can be a con. You'll need an incubator, and you'll also need some transitional housing for your new chicks as they get bigger. And there is also the time involved because these baby chicks will require more specialized care than full-grown hens.
Of course, the biggest pro of hatching your own fertilized eggs is the joy of bringing new life into the world. It's just a really cool experience, and if you have kids, it's especially exciting. Another pro is that you can control the environment and the food that your chickens get from the very start. Next, we'll cover baby chicks. Again, there are a number of ways of acquiring baby chicks. There are hatcheries all over the United States, and you can often order day-old chicks on the internet and have them shipped straight to your door. You can usually also pick them up at your local feed and seed store. Around here, that would be Atwood's or Tractor Supply.
The cons for starting with baby chicks are pretty much the same as the cons for starting with fertilized. For the most part, you can't tell if you're getting hens or roosters. You won't have any eggs for about 5 months or so, and you'll need transitional housing options as the chicks grow and develop.
The pros are also mostly the same with baby chicks as they are with fertilized eggs. Once again, you get the joy of watching your chickens grow and develop through various stages, and really there's nothing much cuter than a little fluffy baby chicken. And if you have kids, they'll love the experience. You also have a chance to get them used to being handled by your family members, which makes life a whole lot easier in the long run. Finally, let's talk about starting with full-grown hens. These might be a bit harder to acquire depending on where you live, but we were able to find a number of sources pretty easily around our state using Craigslist.
There are a few cons for starting out with full-grown hens. Unless you're getting them from friends or family, you won't know much about how they've been raised, fed, or housed outside of what you can see if you're able to visit the homestead or farm. Another con is that you miss out on the experience of raising baby animals, and you don't have a chance to get them used to being handled by you and your family. It can also take a little while to get them acclimated to your property and any other animals you might have.
Of course, one of the biggest pros is that you have the chance of having fresh eggs almost right away. Keep in mind, though, that the hens will need some time to adjust to the new environment before they start laying, even if they are of the proper age. Another pro is that they won't need specialized transitional housing or food. You'll also have the great advantage of knowing that you won't have any roosters to deal with if you don't want them.
Well, that's all we have for you today. We hope that you found this information helpful. And next week, we're going to talk about a few more details involved in each kind of chicken, depending on how you decide you want to start. The equipment you need, the things you need to take into consideration, those kinds of things. So we hope that you'll join us next week, and we'll continue on our series and hopefully give you the information you need to get started on your own.
Yes, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It'll be right down here, big red bar. Once you click that, you'll see a notification bell. Go ahead and click that notification bell so that way every time we upload a video, you know, because YouTube's kind of funny with that. And so we just want to thank you for coming back and watching these videos, and we just thank you so much.
We'll catch you next time. Bye.